Okay, good morning, everyone. A couple of minutes late start here. Having problems with the microphone again. I think I figured it out. We needed an update on it. Let me just check something really quick here and adjust this a little bit. And we should be ready to go. Okay, so we got to start the timer. It's one of those days here. There we go. So we're going to be behind schedule about 2-3 minutes here, but that's all right. We got Uncle Hoku checking in, Kevin Scott, Coffee Land, Matt, Matt Hatter. Good morning. Good morning. Kevin said his ideal cold is 17 to 30 degrees. I agree. And snowing. Just starting to snow a little bit here, a little bit. But anything under 30 is cold to me too. But okay, let's go blue dice to start off with. 3-6-3-2. Let's get better rolls. We had 4 days in a row that were not the best here. So let's see if we can get turned around today. So and that's not a good start. 1, 6, 7. 3, 2. 3, 6, 3, 2. Hopefully you guys can hear me better today. For 3, 7, that's double pitch. Give it one more shot to 3, 6, 3, 2. 5, 6. Still not what I'm looking for. Thanks, Matt Hatter. Yeah, get them all the way now, Kevin, right? That's 100%. 3, 6, 3, 2. I think what's happening is my fingers are not centered the way they need to be on the dice. My front fingers. So adjust that a little bit and see what happens. 6, 3, 9. Single pitch. I noticed it yesterday too, the same thing, but I didn't really make that adjustment that I should have real time. So we're going to make that adjustment today and see if that makes a difference. A little bit long on that one. 2, 5, 7. That was mechanical. Landing zone problem. 3, 6, 3, 2. Draw that landing zone back just a little bit and decrease the energy of the dice a little bit. 4, 6, 10. Three, 6, 3, 2. 3, 2, 5. Starting to get a little bit better. 3, 6, 3, 2. They did have a good show last night. It's always nice to see different perspectives, different takes on things. I think that a little bit more in depth would have been nicer, though. they were talking about how we don't have control when we're in the casino. Casinos have all the control, which is some very valid points. And I liked his demonstration that he started with the control starts before they even get into the casino with all the promos and flyers and comps and all that stuff. I mean, that's a very valid point, something I never really thought about. 3632. Got 25 again. Slow roll, Joe. Slow roll. 3632. But trying to remove the variables, and that's something that George talks about all the time as well. Morning, Greg. You're here early. Awesome. That's something that George talks about all the time too. Is removing the variables. You know, whatever's a variable, try to remove it as much as you can to make things more consistent. And 257. Wow, we're gonna get off this cousin two set. Terrible. You know, Gargoil was talking about options, and it would have been nice to go a little bit more in detail about the different options that he was talking about that he has. So self-control is so hard to have. It is, and that's why we practice this daily. If you've ever seen me play in the casino, I am probably even more disciplined in the casino than I am on a table here for the show. And that's because that's real money. 1, 4, 5. Real money I don't have a lot of, so I'm even more guarded of that even. So we got another minute and a half here left. We did get a late start today. 3236, cousin one set. So the two switches we made were making sure those fingers are centered on the front of the dice. And we switch over to the cousin one set. 6, 5. 3236. I got less than a minute to go here. Three, 1, 4. 3236. 167. Okay, let's get rid of those 7s for the show, but here. But other than that, let's get her going. Good morning, Joel. Let's start the show. Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 498 of the Level Up program and day number 208 of the Black Belt. If you're new to the program, this is about my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table, as well as playing a blue-collar craps style of play. On the YouTube side of things, we have Uncle Hoko checking in number 1, followed up by Kevin Scott. We have Coffeeland, Mad Hatter, 208 Craps Joel. We got Trey, 2-wheel pair of dice, and Papa Chops Glenn. Good morning to everyone. We have 18 people watching, so if you are watching, make sure you do say hi in that chat and let us know that you are here. We're coming in today again after another loss. We've had 4 days in a row that were really bad rolls, and I think 2 or 3 of those were losses, and then one was a win. But anyhow, our bankroll today is 51.42, which is still above our starting bankroll in the beginning of the month when we started this table. Our win goal today is to be $514. Yours should be that to add the 10% mark of your starting bankroll. I know we have a stop loss today if I was in a real casino of 771. We're coming in with 90 wins and 27 losses. So let's get started here. We're going to go with the blue dice to start with this morning. We're going to start with the cousin 1 set to 3236 variety. If you're playing along with the app on Crapsee, and I'm going to start saying Crapsee because I really don't care about whether they like it or not. But if you're playing along with Crapsee, click on that live tab and I'll bring you over to the table that we're using here. Remember, this is all for entertainment and educational purposes. But let's get started right away. We're going to be on level 5 yet on a CMJ plan. And we'll go all but set 16 people on the table, 19 people watching. Let's go with dice up. Living dangerously. All in and working to come out. Okay. Let's make it work for you then, Greg. 3, 2, 3, 6. And we got a 3, 5, the grape ape. That will start the day here. So we have a 3, 5, 8 with a 3, 2, 3, 6 dice out. And we're marking that point of 8. So that worked out for you there, Greg, hopefully. Thank you for the reminder there, Matt Header. Thumbs up, he says. But we'll go 320 across on our bets. 50 and a 4, 5, 9, and 10. We got 60 in at 6 and 8. And we're going to rhythm roll this one out here. So that's going to bring us to a 1, 3, 1, 5 dice at cross 6 on the bottom. We haven't done any rhythm rolling for a few days here, so let's get back into the swing of things there as well. We'll call that all but set.
No more bets. Dice are out.
Dice did split apart on us. We have a 415, the trucking camper. So that'll be hit number 1, and that's using a 1, 3, 1, 5 dice set. And we have a 415 result.
Fever 5.
So we hit number 1 here. Let's lock that 6 and 8 in. Let's go to $85 on the 5, $85 on the 9. Again, we're doing a 2-hit and regress type strategy. That'll bring us to a 5, 4, 5, 1 dice set. And we'll call it all bet set. Craig says, yep.
No more bets.
Dice out.
Dice are out.
They stay cross on us. We have a 2-2 hard 4, the hard fuzzy 4-2-2. It's going to cruise Brian from Holy Roller. So that's going to be hit number 2 for us. So that'll work out just fine. And that's using a 5, 4, 5, 1 dice set. So that's going to be a primary on the bottom side on both dice.
For heart.
So that's going to be $168 brought back to the rack. Let's bring our bets down. We're going to go 96 across. That's be 15 on the 4, 5, 9, and 10, 18 on that 6 and 8. And now we're going to start trend betting upwards. First hit will be a sister press. And we'll trend bet up from there. So hopefully we can get some of this money back that we lost 2 days. The last 2 days. Last 2 days combined, we lost probably about $1,600 in total. So, I mean, considerable amount of money, although our bankroll is at over $5,000 yet,
No
so
more bets.
we still have money to play with here. So dice out. 2, 3, 6 is our dice out.
Dice are out.
And we got a 6, 4, 10. That is Waylon's best friend on that end. Sorry, Glenn. So that's going to be the sister of the last roll there. 3, 2, 3, 6. We got a 4, 6, 10 result. Oops, not a 4, 6. That's a 6, 4. Let's put that in correctly. 6, 4. There we go. So this is going to be one dice off axis. And that's going to allow us to go to $25 on that 10. We'll make that a buy bet. Let's also go up to $25 on that 4, make that a buy bet as well. And that'll bring us to a 5, 6, 5, 4 dice set. 2 being the bottom. 5, 6, 5, 4. And I got that space heater working on my legs here. It's a little bit cold yet here in Wisconsin. I'm not sure if I have my microphone set up. I will show you the temperature here in Wisconsin. So yes, the microphone is working on this screen. That's awesome. So it is negative 7 degrees out right now, but it feels like negative 10. So it actually has come up 3 degrees since I came home this morning. So anyhow, let's call that out bet set there.
No more bets.
And dice out. So the cold spell is snapping a little bit here. 5, 6, 5, 4 is the dice out. They split apart my fingers just slightly when they left my hands, but we have a 5, 4 hard 9, the Big Daddy Mac. Again, 5, 6, 5, 4 is a dice set. Let's be a single pitch of the dice. 5, 6, 5, 4 with a 5, 4 hard 9 result.
It's a neener.
And we're going to sister press the 5 and 9 up again. $25 on each. Make them look like 25, I should say. And that's going to bring us to a 1, 5, 1, 4 dice set. 5, 1, 4. Yeah, it's just starting to snow here a little bit, Greg. So it finally got to us, I think. Started snowing within the last half an hour to 45 minutes, I would say. Nothing great, though. It's just a small little amount. Dice out. Cross 6s on the bottom. It feels weird because I'm trying to slide my fingers over a little more centered on the dice. And we have an ace deuce, Alfredo sauce. 1, 2, 3 craps. And that's going to be no help for us. That was using a 1, 5, 1, 4 dice set. And we have a 1, 2, 3 result. So that's going to be, we're cycling between one dice off and a single pitch today. So as long as we can keep that as a good single pitch, I guess we'll be fine. Wait, an ace deuce. So it's going to make it a 3, 1, 3, 2 dice set. 3, 1, 3, 2. And all bets out.
No more bets.
Good morning, Nemo.
Dice are out.
They split apart again, but we have another 4, 6, 10. That is Waylon's best friend on the end. This time it's going to be Daddy Joe. I was watching a video the other day by Waylon's son, Justin Stagner. Check out his site. We had a 3, 1, 3, 2. They said 4, 6, 10 result. and he did a short. They must have got snow down in Alabama within the last few days here. And by the way, we're gonna make that 10 look like $50. So they must have got snow down in Alabama in the last few days, and he talks in his video short about how you can take a Southern man, start talking Southern, and he turns into a Northerner by the end of the statement. You got to check the video; it's actually pretty funny. 2-4-2-6 is the day set. And all bets set.
No more bets.
Face out.
Dice are out.
Ooh, I went to the right a little bit. Another 4-6-10. Waylon's best friend on it, and Daddy Joe went to the hook just a little bit, and they both rolled off to the left. But I will definitely take this. That's gonna be a nice hit for us. 2-4-2-6 is the dice set. So that is going to be a primer in the front face here on both dice.
And easy.
And we're gonna make that 10 look like we're gonna. I'm almost tempted here to either to make the 10 look like 100 or do 96 cross pressure, because those $98 right back after the break. Let's go to the $100 on a 10, so we're hitting that 10. I guess hit the numbers that are hitting. So good morning, Charles. So we got 2-4-2-6. 2-4-2-6, the same as the last set. And all bets out.
No more bets. Dice are out.
Dice put apart midair. We get a 6-3-9. That is the easy 9, the Franks, the soft 9, the Franks. Again, that is using a 2-4-2-6 dice set. So I see Nemo's been doing some rolling. He says he has a decent SRR.
It's a neener.
We're going to go to $35 on that 9. Big thing, Nemo, is make sure that you keep on track and not just 360 throws, because I could have a 12 point whatever SRR and 360 throws. Get to the thousands and see if you can keep it up there. And you wait till the end of the show, you'll see where I'm at. I think mine's like 6.8 or 6.9 over 9,000 rolls. So I mean that's pretty decent numbers there. What we threw? We threw a 6-3. So we're gonna go to a 2-6-2-3 dice set. 2-6-2-3. But that's a great start. Just make sure you keep on tracking and making the changes that you need to be consistent and to get better results. 2-6-2-3 dice out.
Dice are out.
And we have another hard 4. That is going to be the parlay of the day with SJ. 2-2 hard 4, 2-2. It's going to Cruise, Brian from Holy Roller, and that is the fuzzy hard 4. So that was a 2-6-2-3. That's going to be a primary in the top side on both dice. If I would have done that Daddy Dave 410 flip today, that would have paid out nicely, but we'll go to $50 on that 4. If I pulled everything down right now, we'd be at $55.89, which is a little ways away from my numbers on there are not right. It's supposed to be 56.56, not 66.56. I have to change that. Good morning, Jerry. I'm going to change it right now quick because that bothers me. So we got to go here and here. Give me just a quick second here, everyone. I apologize for this. So that should be changed right now then. There we go. So now it says 56. There we go. So that's better. So we are actually about $60 away from goal here. So let's go all bets set here.
No more bets.
Dice out. And we're gonna go with we threw it too hard for, so we're gonna go back to a 3-2-3-6.
Dice are out.
Lots of things to remember and to do here when you're running a show. Dice out. And we got a 5-6, the mid, that's the Yo Chef. 5-6 Yo Chef, using that 3-2-3-6 dice set. So I think that's going to be a double pitch here. 3-2-3-6 with a 5-6 Yo Chef result. So that is a double pitch of the dice. So watch, I don't push with my thumb. And all we need is midnight for the tall. We need 2 and the 6 for the small. That's going to bring us to a 4-5-4-6 dice set. 3 being the bottom. 4-5-4-6. And we'll call it all bets set. Dice out.
Dice are out.
And that right one stuck, flew right into the back side wall. We got a 1-1-2, the Magic Aces. So if we can pull off a 6 and a 12 here, we're in business. At least some of you guys are. I am not playing the ATS, so it does not matter to me, but it's just kind of a bragging right thing, I guess. 4-5-4-6, 1-1-2 results.
Two craps.
So bring us back to a 3-2-3-6 again. And all bets set. They sucked.
No more bets.
27 people playing along here, 25 people watching. Ooh, that's not comfortable. Let's regrip them. And we have a 3-1-4 that is the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So that was using a 3-2-3-6. So it's going to be a single pitch of the dice with a 3-1-4 result. And I don't know how we ended up with a $75 4. But guys, if we pull everything down, we are at goal. We're at 57.35 if we pull everything down. So that's going to put us $19 over goal. So we made goal, and I beat Glenn at it. Ha! So let's do this one. So let's pull our bets down. I'm just going to put $18 on that 6, $18 on the 8, and see if we can pull something off of that. So finally we made goal. It's been 3 days now, I think, since we have. So that's a good feeling. And that's going to bring us to a 2-3-2-1 dice set. 2-3-2-1. All bets set.
No more bets.
Dice out.
Dice are out.
They split apart again. Another magic aces. That's going to be a repeater win. If we were playing a repeater bet. And that was a 2-3-2-1 base set with a 1-1-2 result.
Two craps.
So we're looking for a 6 and we're looking for a 12. I would like a 6 or 8 because that's the numbers that I have money on right now. 3-2, 3-6. Hard 6 would be glorious, says Greg. And we'll call that all bet set.
No more bets.
Peace out. So if we get a hard 6, that'd be a primary on top on both dice. Let's see if we can pull that off.
Dice are out.
And we did not. We got a 4-1-5 though. That is a truck and camper. Using a 2-3-2-1 dice set. And a 4-1-5 result. That's another double pitch of the dice. So we need to be careful with that. Careful, 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 Joe. We're seeing a lot of those. So I might make an adjustment here with the dice. When we go forward here. But that was a 5 that does nothing for my bets. So let's bring the dice back here. And this is the adjustment I'm going to make with it. We're going to go 5-4-5-1. And we're going to roll both of them back towards us. And that's going to make it a 3-5-6-5 dice set. 3-5-6-5. And that'll hopefully avoid that double pitch catastrophe here.
No more bets.
All bets set. Dice out. 3-5-6-5.
Dice are out.
Is that right? Yeah, that is. Okay. So let me make sure I had the right set there. Dice out. And we got a 2-3-5, the Justice 5. So another 5. And again, I'm not on that, so that doesn't do much for me. 3-5-6-5 is the dice set. And 2-3-5 result. So watching the dice, watching the mechanics, watching how things respond. It's all part of the training daily here. We'll go 1-2-1-3, roll them towards us. That will give us a 5-1-4-1. 5-1-4-1. And we'll call it all bet set.
No more bets.
Dice out.
Dice are out.
And there's our 1-5-6, the KitchenAid mixer. So that is awesome. 5-1-4-1 is the dice set. And let's light up half of that screen green with the small. So that is the small, ladies and gentlemen.
60.
And that is actually kit number 1 for us since we regressed all the way. So let's do this one. So let's put $15 on that 5. We're just going to kind of start spreading out a little bit that way. 614 brought back to the rack. We have $51 on the table. And that's going to bring us to a 4-1-4-5 roll towards us. So 6-4-2-4 is our dice set. 6-4-2-4. And all bets set.
No more bets.
Yeah. You wish you were here earlier today, Jerry, but not the last 3 or 4 days, right? So
Dice are
those
out.
are murderous days. 6-4-2-4 dice out. That was a little bit of a wild throw. Another 1-3-4. I'm sorry, 3-1-4. Big Joe from Wisconsin. Big Joe from Craps Master Journey there, ladies and gentlemen. 6-4-2-4. And we got 3-1-4 result. A lot of fours in that sentence. So that's going to be no help for my bets. That is a repeater win on that 4, by the way. That's going to bring us to a 2-3-2-1, and we'll roll them towards us. So we got a 4-2-6-2. 4-2-6-2. And ouchies days, yep.
No more bets.
They saw it.
Dice are out.
And that's going to be the end of the roll with a 2-5 Bruce. Do not become shark bait. What was that dice sit on that one? That was a 4-2-6-2. And we had 2-5-7 results. So that is the end of the roll there. At a 19 roller. We finish it up with the Bruce. So our bankroll is at 57.05. So we are still up. $50, $49. So not bad, not bad. So Jerry's playing and hiding in the bushes on me there. So our Gwen is hiding in the bushes on me there. Thank you, Jerry. Anyhow, let's go again. 3-2-3-6. Roll them towards us. We'll go the 5-3-1 3 dice set for the come out. So 5-3-1-3. And I have $49 to play with here, so I'm gonna probably wait till we get a point out, and we'll start with 6 and 8 and a field and a hop 5 bets, so that way we can hopefully increase our returns from there with fun money. So we'll only go like $2 into the hole there. So there you go, Greg. That's a good dig out. So 5-3-1-3 dice out. A little bit of a high bounce there. We have a 3-2-5, the Justice 5, the Justice Gen 5. So that's gonna be a 5-3-1-3 dice set. And we have a 3-2-5 result. So let's mark that point of 5.
Fever 5.
And like I said, we're going to go 18 on the 6, 18 on the 8. We'll go 15 in the field. Let's hop the 5s for $1 a piece. First hit, we'll pick that 5 up. And we have a 3-2 roll. So that's going to bring us to a 6-3-6-2. Roll them towards us. A 4-6-5-4. 4-6-5-4. All bet set. Shooter number 2.
No more bets.
Yeah, I know. There was no point hit there. I agree. Trey made goal. That's awesome.
Dice are out.
See you down the road, he says. If you guys haven't checked out Trey's channel, Two Wheel Paradise, make sure you check it out. He has a very unique layout that he uses for his table. A little bit of a high bounce, 3-4-7. And it's going to be a 0.7 out. Ouch, ouch, ouch. So how can we go from a big roll to a small roll like that? And that's going to be, that's a double pitch of the dice. So our correction that we had did not pick it up. So we're going to have to go back to our normal dice setting now. So that's going to be a 3, 4, 7. And go on to shooter number 2. So now that brings us to a 56.52 dice bankroll. So we're down $4. It's because Jerry showed up, of course. Good morning, Brian. Hawaii Craps Shooters checking in. Probably setting up for his show. 3236, cousin 1 set. 3V on top. 28 degrees in Georgia. High of 32 today, Jerry says. Let's see if it changed the weather here at all, temperature at all here. Still at 7 degrees, negative 10 with the wind chill. So still cold, but 28 people playing along.
No
We'll all bet
bets.
set, 24 people watching. And dice out.
Dice are out.
And a 5-2 and a come out. That is the Bruce, a pass line winner, come out natural. So we're going to switch over to that cousin 2 set. That's 2 7s in a row there. 5, 2, 7. Hopefully we'll get off that variation. 3, 6, 3, 2 is the dice set. You're gonna do the no, guys. Put in the chat if you would like to see me do that here. I can PSO, Jen. Sorry. Guys, put in the chat here if you want to see me do this 5-10 challenge. Also, I am cautious on doing it, and this is the main reason why. A little backstory for it. Skill and Luck Dial-In is asking a few of us shooters to do a 6-2-6-2 dice set and see to do what is it, 108 rolls, Brian? I believe it's 3 books of 36. And his goal is to see if we can try to starve off that 5 and the 9 by using a 6-2-6-2 dice set, which is essentially a Hardway set. And his theory is that if you use that set, you can't produce a 5 or a 9 if both dice stay on axis. My caution, though, is that if I do that and I succeed at it, that it's going to send the wrong message out there. So Jerry wants to go with the white dice. So we'll go with the white dice. 3, 6, 3, 2. So my fear again is that I will do well and that it'll send the wrong message out, meaning that people can use that set to avoid them. And I don't think that's necessarily the case for everybody because everybody's dice reacts differently off the different sets. But put in the chat if you want to see me do the 5-9 challenge, and if I do, maybe I'll do it Sunday morning.
No more bets.
Let's call this all bet set. Shooter number. Well, that was a come out 7. Yeah, shooter number 3 here yet. Dice out.
Dice are out.
And we got a 415. That is the truck and camper. So let's mark that point of 5. And that was using a 3-6-3-2 dice set. So sorry about the chin. Let's get more spin going on here. It is a small sample size, Jen, but still, I mean, let's say Brian succeeds, I succeed. If George does it, he succeeds. I hope people don't read that the wrong way, if you know what I'm saying. But 2, 4, 2, 1 is our dice set. 2, 4, 2, 1. And my bankroll is set up so that I am at goal, basically. In the real life, I would go to the cage and cash in. But we're going to continue betting here just for practice and for fun's sake. We're going to go 18 on the 6 and 8, 15 on the 5. We'll hop the 5s for $1 piece, so minimal betting. And maybe we can get some more money brought back to rack this way. So Yes, I do know that's Brian at Hawaii Crap Shooters. Yes, I do know that, Greg. And Brian's doing it for fun. So, okay. I will try to do Jen if I can get the time. And if I do it, it'll probably be Sunday morning, early Sunday morning. If I do it. So, okay, I'll bet set. 2421 is a day set.
Dice are out.
And we have a 156. That is the KitchenAid mixer. And I don't remember what I used for the dice set there. I think it was a 2421. We'll put it in as that. 156 result.
6 easy.
So Greg is asking what level compared to my starting bankroll do I do a cage run? 10% is what my goal is. I try to be consistent with that, so that way it still presents a challenge to get to it, but it's still attainable, relatively easy. So Brian says, "Don't overthink it, Joe. Right now you're really on a no 7 challenge." I agree. I'm on a starve to 7 challenge. So anyhow, that was a 5. We're gonna go back up again. $15 on that field, and we got paid out on that 5, the hops. So let's hop them again. Well, that was a 6. I'm sorry. We're gonna go back up on the field. We're gonna hop the 5s again. So we made a total of $4 on that one. I'll bet that.
No more bets.
That's out. So if I do that show, I'm probably gonna throw a precursor in it though. 3, 1, 3, 5 is their dice set.
Dice are out.
And we got a 156 again, another KitchenAid mixer. 3531, I believe, is that dice set. 156 result.
Six easy.
So again, we lost that field and that hop. We're going to repeat that again one more time. So we got the hops up there and that field back up there again. So I did use the wrong set on that one. No, I didn't. 3135. Yeah, 3135. I put 3531 in there, so 3135 it is. And we'll call it a bet set.
No more bets.
Good morning, Waylon. Thanks out.
Dice are out.
A little high bounce again. This time we have a 538, the grape ape. And that was a 3135 dice set with a 538 result. So that's gonna be our 3rd time that we did not get that field hit, or the 5 to hit. So that's gonna give us enough, almost enough ammo to place that 5 for 15. So we'll go back up again, 15 on the field. So now we have $66 on the table. If I took everything on, we'd be at 56.64, which is still above our goal for the day. So that I am fine with that. That brings us to a 1513 dice set. And that's going to be cross 6s on the bottom. And I'll bet that.
No more bets.
That's out.
Dice are out.
Left one did not get all the way down. We have a 6-5. That is a mid-mo yo. Cheerio coming to us from above. And using a 1513. They set. We got a 6-5 yo result. Let's be 1 dice off access.
Yo 11.
And finally, we got a field to hit. So we're going to take that $15 win and put that on a 9. So hopefully we can hit a 9 on this next roll here and start doubling up our profits there, our returns, I should say. And we'll call that all bets set.
No more bets.
They out. Good morning, Big Kahuna. 3V in the bottom. 4, 6, 4, 5.
Dice are out.
And I gotta write that down before I forget it. 4, 6, 4, 5. There we go. Chen says, of course, finally the field came. Here we go. And we got midnight. OMC craps, all the spots and all the spots. Midnight. That is a double in the bubble for me with that field bet. That is nice. 4, 6, 4, 5 is the dice set. So we are throwing 1 dice off axis here now a little bit. So that field paid out double for me here. So we're going to take that field. We're going to leave the field up and then we'll let it fall as it falls. But we're going to buy. No, we're going to place the 10 and the 4 for 15 each. So we have $57 right back, 111 on the table. Chen, you are funny. 3, 6, 3, 2. And we'll call that all bets set here. So we're going to let the field play out. And if it falls, it falls. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But then we'll start trend betting all the rest of the numbers here. So here we go. 3, 6, 3, 2. Right one did not get all the way down again. Another 6-5 mid-mo yo. Cheerio coming to us from above. There we go. 3, 6, 3, 2, and 6-5 mid-mo yo. That's gonna be another double pitch of the dice.
Yo 11.
And that does pay out on that field. So we're just going to collect that. The field will still stay up. And that'll bring us to a 4, 6, 4, 5. 3V in the bottom now. Same dice that we just used. Good morning, Triple D. Dice Dr. Dan in the house.
No more bets.
All bets set. It's out.
Dice are out.
And that gives us the 5-2 Bruce. So that'll be the 7. Ouch. Do not become shark bait. And that's using 4, 6, 4, 5. 5, 2, 7 result. So puck does come off. That's the end of shooter number 3. And
7 out.
we'll stick with the white dice, stick with the 3, 6, 3, 2. This will hopefully be the last shooter of the day here. McDonald's loving it. So our bankroll right now is at 56.13. 56.13. So we actually went down a little bit on our bankroll here. So that means we need to get about $40 back. As Waylon says, be satisfied. Again, like I said, I would have went to the cage before that last shooter and cashed out. But we're going to keep on playing just for practice and everything. We got 30 people playing along here, 29 people watching. We got 12 thumbs up. Make sure you hit that thumbs up if you would, please.
No more bets.
And we'll call that all bets set here. Thanks out. 3, 6, 3, 2. And our roll count is a little low today. I would use your clear dice you sent me, Dan, but they're really super small. Well, that was a high bounce. We got a 639. That is the easy 9, the Franks. Let's get a single picture of the dice. So let's mark that point a 9.
It's a neener.
And I'm going to go back to my normal betting. I know that's probably not a smart thing to do here, but we're going to go 320 across. And we'll see if I'm going to do 1 hit or 2 hits. We'll see how that works. That's going to bring us to a 5, 6, 5, 3 dice set, the 2 being the bottom. 5, 6, 5, 3. And all bets set.
No more bets.
Dice out.
Dice are out.
And we got a 314. That is the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey using a 5, 6, 5, 3 dice set. And we got 314 result. So that is actually pretty nice here for me because that is a nice hit. It's $98 after the VIG. So we're going to bring our bets down. And that puts us at 57.11, which is 11 plus 44, $55 over goal. So that's going to give us enough for a 51 bet here. So we're not going to cover the 5. We're just going to put 6 or 18 on 6 and 8, and then 15 on that field. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we don't hit that 5. So that way we can actually pick up the 5 on the next hit of the field here. So what's our dice set? Our dice set's going to be a 5, 3, 5, 1. 3, 5, 1. If I took everything down, we would be at 57.11. If I lose everything, we'd be at 56.60. So either way, we're going to be above goal here. Dice out.
No more bets. Dice are out.
Two five Bruce. Okay, that's where we're gonna probably end the show here, guys, because that is starting to show up a little too often for me here. But anyhow, we're gonna go 5, 3, 5, 1 for the dice set. And we have 2 5 Bruce. The Bruce has been very prevalent this week. Swimming with the sharks. So we did have some pretty good numbers up there earlier on here, but they kind of slid as we went with the show. But anyhow, this is our results for the day here. We had a 19, a 2, a 9, and a 3. So a little bit of everything, a little bit kind of. Our 6s and 8s were extremely low today. So we're more on the outside numbers there, with the 4 and 5 being strong and slightly that 11. But we have an 8.3 SOR today, 6.6 SRR, one come out 7. And box numbers and inside numbers are a little bit low. And we got a tip from Sin Silver on Crapsee. So thank you very much. That is very much appreciated. But our 4s and 10s are really high today. Come on, sums are low. Horns are high. Fields are high. Hardways are low. Looking at our black belt statistics, and this is through the end of yesterday, we have 9,562 throws on black belt. And we have an SOR of 10.3, an SRR of 6.86, and a BSR of 7.13. So I was setting up my, thank you, Jen. I saw that. That is very cool. I was setting up my next 2 live streams for tomorrow and for Friday, and I realized that Friday is going to be the 500th episode of the Level Up program. So 500 episodes that we've been doing since we started the Level Up program. So that, to me, just is amazing. Just flabbergasts me that we have gone that long. But guys, thanks for joining in today. I will be back tomorrow morning. Hopefully everybody does show back up again, and that we do have another successful roll. We did make gold today. So anyhow, but hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody have a great day. Be safe and be prosperous.